Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I am doing another chatty video, but I am going to be speaking about my weight, actually sharing my weight, which is something I've never done, from week 1 to now week 10. So I did recently do an update video on me taking this medication Mounjaro for weight loss. Go and watch that if you haven't already. It's the video before this, but I definitely missed out a bunch of stuff that I did want to speak about. I've had quite a few questions about things that I missed on that video, which I'm going to address. I'm going to go through like a typical day of eating, calorie goal and all of that stuff. I'll update you on week 9 and 10 weight losses, because on the previous video I just went through week 1 to week 8. Also, I'm sitting in my little office room. How beautiful is this plant? It was so small when I first got it. My throat, oh my god, my throat. Need to drink some water. Oh, I definitely need a bigger plant pot for this because it is outgrowing this plant pot. So I have wrote down all of these points. If you see me looking at the phone, that's why. So I don't miss anything, I don't ramble on. So first of all, let's just get into the week 9 and week 10 weigh-in. So from week 1 to week 8, I'll just quickly do an update on that, even though it was on the previous video. I had lost 18.91 pounds in the first 8 weeks. So let's just go into what I started at. So I started this medication on the 21st of June. I'm 33 years old, I'm 5'4", and previous to this, I did go more about it on the other video to why I started, but I've been on slimming mode before, I've tried calorie counting, eating intuitively. I have worked out consistently for 7 years now, I believe. I've got always prioritised my water and eating home cooked foods as much as possible. Meal prepping, I've always tried to lose weight, I feel like, for years, just forever. And it was always just such a struggle. So yeah, now I'm on this medication, it's obviously working for me. I started out weighing 191.91 pounds. Which is just something I just never really wanted to share my weight before, but obviously now I've lost more. So let's just go into week 9 and week 10. So I am on the 5mg injection, which I plan on staying on for a while, to be honest. The nausea that I was talking about before, which is like one of the main side effects for me that I've been having, which is the worst one, has definitely reduced dramatically. Barely any nausea, if any at all. So I'm really feeling good on it now, which is I'm just so much happier about. So on week 9 I lost 1.21 pounds, and then on week 10, so my most recent weigh-in a few days ago, on week 10 I lost 1.1 pounds, which brings me a total from week 1 to week 10 of 20.5 pounds loss in 10 weeks. Which is so good. Honestly, would have took me like 6 months to lose 20 pounds before. And even though that sounds like a lot, it's on average around £2.05 a week, £2 a week. So it's not like a dramatic weight loss. It's not like it's just I'm losing £4 or £5 a week or anything like that. It's a good sustainable weight loss. So yeah, like I said, I started off 191.91 pounds. I'm just going by pounds, by the way. I think that is around 13 stone or something. I don't know. I can't remember. But now I am 171.41 pounds. I'm on week 11 now. I haven't done my week 11 weigh-in, so I'm not going to go into that. I'm just going to focus on my week 10 weigh-in. I've had a lot of questions about what's my goal weight. Do I plan on staying it long term? Will you, gain the weight back when you come off it, sort of thing. So my long-term plan and the weight loss, I think I want to lose maybe another stone. I'm thinking another stone, but I will see how I feel. I'm not sure yet. I'm thinking I'll lose another stone, but I plan on staying it more long-term for maintenance. So maintenance maybe dropping back down to 2.5. Or maybe I'll go up to 7.5 mil after next month, then reach my goal weight, say in 2 months, I don't know, 2-3 months, I have no idea how it's going to go. And then I plan on going back down on a much lower dosage, and I'm hoping that that's going to be a maintenance dose for me. But I don't really know until I get there, of course, but I do plan on staying on it for maybe like 6 months to a year on maintenance, then go off it. And I know people are like, oh well, are you going to gain it back? Well, you'll gain it back if you're going to overeat. So at the moment, and I'm going to put on screenshots, I aim to eat around 1,500 calories a day. So I don't always eat that every day. Some days I'm under, then other days I go over. If I'm going out for a meal or having a few glasses of wine, that might take me over. I might have like 1,600 to 1,700 calories, but then there are other days where I don't have much of an appetite and I'll have like 1,100, 1,200 calories. But overall, my weekly averages are consistently around 1,400-ish to 1,500 calories, which is exactly what I'm aiming for. So I'm not like severely under eating or anything, because obviously if I was going to be eating like 1,000 calories a day consistently every day, which you probably could on this medication because it's easy to under eat when you're not aware. So I still track. I like to track to make sure I'm eating enough, getting the protein in. Like I said, I will pop screenshots in of my averages. And then if I was just to come off this next month and I started eating 2,000 calories a day, 2,500 a day, then yeah, I'm probably going to slowly start gaining. It's all about making sure you're in a calorie deficit to lose the weight, which this medication obviously helps me do. Much easier than before because I'm not struggling with it. And then when I come off it, eventually, obviously maybe like a year or so down the line, once I've maintained a healthy weight for a good amount of time, this is my plan, when I come off it, I'll have a new calorie goal. I don't know what that may be. I'll look online calculators, you can work it out, or it's just trial and error. I'll slowly increase my calories, and then maybe 1,800, 1,900 calories. That might be my maintenance calories. So when I eventually come off it, I will just calorie count to make sure I'm eating at maintenance, and then I'm not going to gain it all back. So that is just my plan. Now, if you don't track, I do think it would be a lot harder, and obviously don't plan on tracking forever the rest of my life. I do think I am going to have to track, one, to make sure I'm eating the right amount on this medication and I'm eating enough, and then I'm going to continue tracking when I eventually come off it to make sure I'm eating at maintenance. And then eventually, over time, obviously I'm hoping I'd get to know my body and my portion sizes and just stop tracking. So that is my long-term goal, because I definitely get questions about gaining it back and what's the plan. Okay, so I'm going to go into what I eat on a typical day. I will pop some videos here. I'm not always hungry for breakfast. This is my little office setup, so I work from home now. I would usually have a protein shake for breakfast, some sort of like tuna sandwich or sandwich for lunch, egg on toast, something like that. And then I'll have a normal dinner, which I always look forward to my dinners. I still love cooking and I love switching up my meals. So yes, I'll always have like a decent dinner, but I typically have on a daily basis a protein shake, something for lunch, and then a dinner. I don't really snack anymore, or if I do snack, I might have like a little chocolate bar either in the afternoon or after dinner, but that's maybe like once a week or once or twice a week. The food isn't on my brain all the time anymore like it was. Like, people talk about food noise a lot, which is just the constant obsession about what am I having on my next meal, when am I going to have a snack, oh, I'm hungry, I'm bored, any emotion ever, and you just turn to food. Like, that just isn't there anymore, which I love. And then usually by the end of the week, when you're due to have your next injection, you do get a bit more hunger back, and sometimes I do feel hungry, but it's with this medication, you're not meant to chase that full appetite suppression. It's just meant to help you stay in that calorie deficit, which is exactly what it's doing for me. So when I am hungry, I enjoy it. I'm like, nice, let's just have a good meal and eat the whole meal, but I still track and stay within my calories. I got, and other people might think this as well, am I worried about loose skin? No, I'm not, because one, I work out regularly. I do post a lot on YouTube, some of my workouts. Like I said, I've been working out consistently for about 7 years now. I weight train 3 days a week, honestly, for like 30 to 40 minutes from home. I've got like a little home gym set up, and as well as losing obviously the weight on the scales, I've lost body fat and I've gained muscle mass. So if you are working out consistently, which I definitely recommend you to do on this medication as well, look, not just that, if you were losing weight, just calorie deficit without using a GLP-1, like Mounjaro, you weren't going to work out, you'd lose muscle mass. It's just the same as taking this. If you're not going to work out and you're going to lose weight, then you're probably going to lose muscle mass as well. So I definitely prioritise workouts. I'm not that worried about loose skin because it's not like I have a ton of weight to lose. Maybe if I had like 4, 5, 6 stone to lose, then I would be worried about loose skin. But honestly, I've got no loose skin. I'm happy with the way things are going, and I would say like 2 to 2.5 stone is probably going to be like my max weight loss at the end of this journey. So yeah, loose skin is just not something that I am worried about. Another question I'll just quickly go over: why did I change providers? First of all, when you are looking for a provider like to buy this medication from, do your own research. Make sure that it's a proper, you know, provider. It's not some random person on Facebook asking you to like buy from them. Just don't do that. I started off with MedExpress and I've changed to Cloud Pharmacy. Yeah, basically Cloud Pharmacy have got really decent prices. I've never had a problem with them. I put in my order, it gets approved within a day or two, it gets shipped either the same day or the next day. Good reviews. Anyone that I know that uses them are happy with them, and yeah, like I said, the prices are decent. I believe a 5mg dose with Cloud Pharmacy is £138.99, £140. So you're looking at £140 per month, and then when it goes up, so if I went up to 7.5, I believe it's £150 or £155, which is not bad. I can't see myself going any higher than 7.5, to be honest. So yeah, that is just the reason I changed. It was slightly cheaper, still good reviews, and I do plan on staying with Cloud Pharmacy. Another question: why choose Mounjaro when Wegovy, I think that's how you say it, Wegovy is an option as well. So in the UK there's 2 options, Mounjaro or Wegovy, and Mounjaro has by far got the best results when like the trials were tested. When like if you do a quick Google search what's better, it's always Mounjaro. I believe it's got GLP-1 and GIP. I could be wrong in that Wegovy don't, and it just apparently has better weight losses. And I've never tried Wegovy, but I just went straight to Mounjaro, obviously. Okay, so I think I've covered everything that I didn't cover before. I plan on doing a what I eat in a week next week. I will show calories, my weekly average. I'll give you an update. So next week will be week 11. So I'm thinking Monday to Friday, I'll record what I'm eating all week, my workouts. Then at the end of the week, when I weigh in on a Friday, I always weigh in on a Friday. Well, I actually weigh in every single day because the body fluctuates, and I've done that for absolutely ages. I'm fine with it. But I weigh in officially every Friday. So next week I'll do a what I eat in a week, a weigh-in update, and that'll be week 11. And then I think on week 12, which is 3 months, I'll do like a big update with, you know, all the ins and outs and all my before and after pictures, and I'll go into detail about my measurements. I haven't mentioned in the last video or this video my measurements because I'm saving it for week 12, so I'm looking forward to making that video, and I'll post that the week after, obviously. So yeah, we'll go through all the measurements, all the pictures, all the weight losses, and all of that. So yeah, that is everything for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next week.